Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. So this is my iPhone 12 mini, which in order to unlock it, I have a couple of choices. I can not put in a passcode and not put in Face ID, and it always stays unlocked. So, piece of cake, right? Especially in today's day and age where we all have to wear masks when we're out in public. Two, Face ID. Three is passcode. So, a lot of people in the Apple world are pretty cheesed because these phones will not open up if you have a mask on. And I tried to actually program mine today to read my face with my mask on. And it kept saying, your face is being obstructed. Your face is being obstructed. I even pulled my mask down below my nose to give it more coverage. Nope, that didn't work either. It's like, seriously? Like, come on. Read half my face. No, it doesn't want to. It just says, sucker. Take the mask off and then I'll let you do it. So, because I wanted an alternate face recognition set. And so I'm like, well, screw this. Just delete. Passcode, bypass for now. I'll have to re-put my passcode back in next time I go up. But I've been trying to monkey around to see if I can come up with some sort of a hack for you guys, but it doesn't look like it's going to work. So Apple apparently is coming out with a possible solution from what I hear. No confirmation of this yet, but this is an idea. Where in the next iOS update, which will be 14.5, the phones will now be able to read your partial face with your mask on, but you will require an Apple Watch in order to finish the confirmation that that is actually you, so that this way it'll fully unlock the phone. That is probably a really good idea for that sort of thing, but Apple is not stupid. They're ahead of the game over everybody else. They have the brain power to just reprogram these suckers so that it'll read you with a mask on or without a mask on. You should be able to set up two types of Face ID, because I tried to set up an alternate and obviously it didn't work. You can set up multiple fingerprints. Why not multiple Face IDs? This is me the way I am. This is me with a mask on. This is me with a sticking my tongue out look. Okay, whatever you want to do, okay? It should be able to do it. It wants your regular face. That's it. There's no bargaining, okay? There's no bribing the phone to do it. It is not going to happen. So their solution is the 14.5 update, and that also is going to force you to buy an Apple Watch with this solution that I just heard about. Which is, in the case of the Fanatics, now the Fanatics are going to have no problem doling out for an Apple Watch. I love Apple products, don't get me wrong, I swear by them up and down and sideways, but I am not that much of a fan that I would go out and buy an Apple Watch. For a couple of reasons. One, I don't have that kind of money, and if I'm going to dish out that kind of money on something, I'll go put it into musical instruments or something that is more useful to me than a watch that is going to die on my wrist in about 4 days, because I cannot wear a watch. My body just drains batteries, and so I don't wear a watch. I haven't worn a watch actually now in probably 30 years, but phones on the other hand don't seem to die in my hands, so we're okay there. But I think it's ridiculous that Apple would even suggest this sort of thing, or anybody would suggest this sort of thing as being a good thing, because it's bad, because not everybody out there can afford an Apple Watch. Now, I could easily get an Apple Watch, and technically, yes, I can afford it if I go through my cellular courier, but that's the only way I'd be able to do it financially. I just can't afford to go out and say, here's my cash, give me my watch. Okay, I don't have that kind of money kicking around. So anyway, and many other people don't either, right? But the Apple fanboys and fangirls, you can bet they will fall for the trap and they will go for it, okay? And there are a lot of them out there already that already have both devices, so all they need is a 14.5 update. Boom, away you go, and that's the plan that I hear is possibly going to happen. No confirmation yet, but possibly. Apple has the technology and the engineers to rewrite the software for face recognition that it can read your regular face with no mask and allow you to set up a secondary backup with a mask on, so that it would know, hey, look, it is Charlie after all, okay, or whatever. So that would be the simplest solution, and it wouldn't cost the consumer any extra money. This would save people money. But wait a minute, Apple wants to make more money, so this is a great way to push more watches out, because the watches, let's face it, they are not a super hot seller. Okay, if they were that hot of seller, everybody that has an iPhone would have an iWatch, and that is not the case. I mean, I'm sure they do sell millions of iWatches, granted, but the thing is there are also billions of people out there that have Apple iPhones that don't have an Apple Watch. Why? Because we don't like them, or we have no usage for them, or people like me, my body kills batteries down quick, so hey, you know, I don't wear a watch, and so it would be a useless product for me. It would be a waste of money, in fact. I also don't like bulky things on my wrist anyways. It just drives me nuts. So I don't want a watch, and I shouldn't have to have a watch to be able to use my Face ID. So you have three possibilities here. You can stick with the norm, which is Face ID, or use your code. Problem with using your code in public places, every freaking store you go into has cameras. Every business has idiotic employees that sometimes go disgruntled, okay? And if one of those employees happens to be somebody running in the booth with the cameras, and he gets a little disgruntled with the boss or something, he's got a log on video of every time you typed in your password on camera. That's invasion of privacy. Okay? I understand businesses need cameras because of the whole shoplifting thing. I get it. So, but the thing is, right now, your phone is not secure when you're in anywhere where there's a camera near you. Okay? If there's a camera around, pretty high chance your passcode has been read when you've had to type it in because you're stuck with a mask on your face. Okay? So, you can go for the new fix if that's what it turns out to be, which means you gotta buy an iWatch if you don't have one already. Or you can stick with the norm, put up with normal face at home, normal face when you don't have to wear a mask out in public, which actually, you know, you don't. You do in stores, okay, that's a given, right? But when you are outside of the store, you don't have to wear a mask. But it doesn't help you when you're in the store. That's the problem. It's when you're in the store, you don't want to have to type in your passcode. So, you know, it's kind of like, somebody can see that. Somebody could just look over your shoulder and you have to unlock your phone for some reason. And it could be somebody who might go, ooh, nice phone. I think I'm going to mug this guy on his way out. You know, steal his phone. I got his passcode. It's in my brain now because it's always a 4 to 6 digit code, right? So, I mean, this is a real thing. I mean, come on, this is the world we live in nowadays, right? So, you could go for the watch fix combination if that does come out, or you can stick with the norm right now and still chance your security code being recorded, or your third option, don't have Face ID active and don't have a passcode option turned on, and just have your phone unlocked and swipe and open. However, if you lose your phone, this is where the problem happens. It's already unlocked. If it's unlocked, it can be wiped out. If it can be wiped out, somebody can sell it to a pawn shop, okay? And by the time the pawn shop finds out, who knows how long that could take. But your phone is definitely going to disappear, and as soon as somebody gets access to your phone and wipes it, it's free for all. So, yeah, that could be a problem. So, I would probably suggest to Apple to have face recognition so they could read your face with your mask or without your mask. This way, customers are not forced to have to go buy an Apple Watch should they go with this route that I heard about today on a YouTube video. Because that is absolutely ridiculous, and it's kind of like borderline criminal, because it's like they're forcing you. You know, you have no option. You must do this, or that's it. Nothing else. Put up with it. Chance your security codes. You know, kind of thing. Well, there is an option for. You could rotate your security code every 2 days. Try that. Pain in the neck. Yes, totally agree. But we don't have fingerprint scanners on the iPhone 12s and other phones like this. So, until we get something like that, we're kind of yanked. We only have so many options here, guys. I'm not going to give up my iPhone 12 just to go to the next new iPhone that would have a finger scanner, because I could honestly care less. I mean, you know, if I want to use my phone, I can answer my phone. I don't need to Face ID my phone and unlock it to answer my phone. Okay? So when I want to do stuff on my phone, I got to unlock it. But I also have the option to leave it unlocked. And at home, let me tell you, I'm going to leave it unlocked when I'm at the house. And then I'll just reset the lock when I go out somewhere, just in case somehow, God forbid, that I should ever lose my phone. You know, I almost lost my phone once. Turned out it was still in the car. But other than that, of all my years with cell phones, I've never had a problem otherwise. So, you know, typing in the passcode, I change my passcodes randomly anyways on all my stuff. You know, so I'm not overly concerned myself with this. But I do find it kind of crooked that if Apple is going to go this route, that would be crooked to make people have to have an iWatch just to fully unlock their Face ID dependent phones. You know, that's kind of really criminal and crooked in my books, but who am I to judge, right? That's up to you guys to judge for yourselves. Anyways, that's what I got for you. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Should we be forced to comply to a watch verification system, or should Apple actually do something nice for a change and just rewrite the software in the next update to be able to read your face with and without a mask? Because this area never changes. Your forehead never really changes. Okay? So it will be fine. Should be fine. But unless they write the software to accommodate the mask, this is going to be a problem. Anyways, thanks again. See ya.